Going live. Okay, it says we're live. There we go. Hello, everybody. We've had a full day, and I got me a cup of tea. For dinner, we had coffee and donuts.
Yeah.
But we thought we'd come on and just quickly share what we did today. We decided to go to the All About Fabrics warehouse sale. It only happens once a month, and we've been wanting to go. Well, I've been wanting to go. And he likes to go, and it's got a lot of interesting things to look at. But before we got to the All About Fabrics warehouse, we pulled up to a stop sign, and there was a Goodwill. I kid you not, right there. So we said,
well, let's take a side trip.
Yep. So this might get a little mixed up. But that's okay. We'll do our Goodwill stuff, and then I'll tell you the other stuff. So I got another wide 3-ring binder for 99 cents for artist trading card storage. Hi, Ian. And what else did we get here? I saw this book on ornamental grasses, and Scott loves ornamental grasses. So I got it to add to my gardening book collection.
You know, birds really like that kind of shrubby, brushy type habitat. It gives them some cover from predators and gets them out of the wind. It's a good little spot for them.
Oh, this must have been
Of
part
course,
of
that
somebody.
grass seed, that's good forage for them.
Yeah. Ann's planting some things for the butterflies. So anyway, that was, I think, $1.
And that kind of thing's low maintenance too.
Yeah, it is. Hi, Kinser Crafts. Long time no see. Hi, Pam. We saw this book. I think this is the first thing we picked up. This is the subway style. It's 100 years of the architecture and design in the New York City subway, which I've never been in the New York City subway, but I always love the art that pops up in the different architecture. So we got it as a fun read.
Well, I think it's sad that we've gotten away from that. That at one time we used to use art in architecture all the time, and that those were an important feature of public buildings and public spaces. And now things are just so utilitarian, and
They're
it's
ugly.
just gray concrete.
It's just ugly. So that was $2 for that one. And I found a couple dresses. This one's just a simple purple dress, which I think would be super comfy. Super comfy. These were $6.50. Yeah. And then Ann says she's been in the subway. This one is a LuLaRoe, and it still had the LuLaRoe tags on it. So this one is a maxi dress, but I love the colors on it. And now this looks like a bird. Look, it is. It's a bird.
Yeah, I thought it was a paisley print.
Yeah, I thought it was paisley, but they're birds. That I love it even more now. And it was $6.50. So I got those two dresses. See how long it is? In fact, Scott was saying you might have to hem that because it's really long. So I haven't tried them on yet. They're a stretchy knit. It'll be fine. And I think I chunked something in here. Oh,
I forgot about those. Yeah.
These were 4 for $1.
Oh, that was a lot of fun.
And we were digging through, and then we started. It's nail polish. Scott said, "You can use that in crafts, can't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." So we started looking at the different bottles because some of them look cool like this, and they had a bunch like this one, different shapes. But then I said, well, I don't need that much. So I've got
Well,
these three.
well, how much were they? They were
Four for a
four,
dollar.
four for a dollar, 25
So
cents a piece.
there's black, blue, and a gloss or a glittery pinkish thing. But I thought those would be cool little. Oh, there's a pink too in that one, and they're numbered. So I think these came from like a nail salon.
My favorite Aunt Marietta, she loved red. She loved red lipstick and she loved red nail polish. And so, of course, I couldn't leave without
Yeah.
some red nail polish
It's a true red
in
too.
honor of Aunt Marietta. And Aunt Marietta, got you some red.
And then this one's kind of an orangey color. And then these two, Scott liked this one. I like this one. They look kind of blackish, but this one has a green tint to it. And this one has kind of a bluish tint, but it's really closer to solid on black.
But don't you think that'd be fun? Just do something one day just with these
Yeah. I think there
nail polish
are
colors?
some people say use nail polish when you do your prompts. So I don't know why you couldn't just brush some of this on during a prompt game and have little bits of this color. So now we have a new prompt for the prompt games.
So basically, it's something that was probably destined for the landfill.
And we saved it.
We saved it. We're going to do something cool with it.
All right. So that's those. What's our next Goodwill? We'll save the All About Fabrics for last.
Is this Goodwill?
No. That's All About
Oh,
Fabrics.
here's Goodwill. Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is one I need to put that one in the checkbook.
Tippy looks irritated from the rattling bags.
I thought I bought, I did, that silver thing. I got some more black and white DMC floss. Well, I don't know if it's DMC. It's floss, black and white, because you can always use black and white. And then I got this that Scott's holding to hold my different planners. Like I've got my crochet book and my sewing book and so on. So I can have one for each type of art that I do. That was $2.99 and these were $1.99. So that was our Goodwill.
No, what's one more thing?
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh, Scott's got one more thing. Hold, please. My shirt's falling off my shoulders. And we went to, was that Southern Pig? What was the name of the barbecue place? Smoking Pig. We went to the Smoking Pig and we got beef brisket sandwiches and a side. And he got the loaded baked potato casserole and I just got coleslaw. And we ended up scraping the meat off and we brought the meat home. We threw the soggy buns out and we ate about half of our sandwiches. And then we found a book, another book for
So
Scott.
I'm teaching AC circuits this spring. And so I picked up this pre-calculus book.
Because they have to know how to do
Vector analysis.
vector analysis.
So, yeah. This is coming handy for me as an instructor.
And who found that book for you?
My lovely wife.
I said, would that help with this class? Which he's going to have to take a break from the house repairs because he's got to prepare for this next course. It starts in March.
Most of what I've taught so far, I don't have to study much for it. And a lot of it I teach out of my head. But I need to prepare for this one.
Yeah. So then we got to All About Fabrics. The Goodwill happened before and after the All About Fabrics. I just thought it would be better to put all the Goodwill stuff together. So we went in the All About Fabrics and they had one of the bins. If you look at the video I did while we were in there, they had bins along a couple walls where you bought by the pound. Well, they had one. Good night, Angie. They had one that said wool scraps, $10 a pound. So I got 1.6 pounds. This bag right here cost me $16, but it's wool scraps. So I thought I would share my wool scraps with you guys. This is all because of a la Jerry Bellini. And I don't think this is wool. I think this is a lining. That doesn't feel like wool. But it's a cool plaid. So that one's not necessarily wool. It probably was part of a wool suit. Now this, and you can tell that these were sleeves or pant legs or whatever. But this is a pretty kind of burgundy red. And I bet these were like maybe together at one point. Oh, PU. And so
it's lacquer.
I know. Oh, look, these were pants because there's a pocket. But these are scraps. So you're paying for scraps. This was a pretty, I guess you'd call that a herringbone.
Yeah, I guess so.
And, wool's not cheap, at all.
What's he going to do with that?
Well, I bought it to try to make a teddy bear or something out, but then I might do some of Jerry Bellini's crafts. She's doing a circle project. This, again, is not wool. Is Howard outside?
Oh,
man. How'd you get out there, buddy? But I thought this is another pair of slacks. It's like half of the slack, one leg. And I figured, I could shop like Jerry and try to look for wool suits.
Howard, you could have died out there.
Piece of herringbone. And then this one. Ooh, so 1970s. So those are all my wool pieces, plus a few pieces that were maybe part of a wool suit, but weren't actually wool. So I'm going to put them back in this bag. So I can play and do some of, he saved Howard.
See you, Howard.
Okay. And then I'll let you, Scott bought this fabric here. And the folded fabric was sold by the pound. So we paid $4 a pound. And between the two fabrics we got, it was 6 pounds.
Yeah.
So it was about $20-something.
So this is for a radio project. There's a portable radio I have that needs this particular covering material on it. So we might play around with staining this to get exactly the hue I'm looking for, but it's close.
We could maybe divide it in 2 or 3 and dye some with tea and then some with coffee and see which one you like.
Yeah.
And then he got that one for that radio project. And then not too far away from it, I saw this. It's a very light blue twill. And I thought, bib overalls, but make them short length. So I'd have them for the summer because then I would have pockets to stick my phone in while I'm out in the garden. So, and it is upholstery weight, but you can still wash it. It'll be fine.
It'll be Polly Pockets.
It'll be Polly Pockets. And then, like I was saying, All About Fabrics is more than just the fabrics. They have a lot of arts and crafts, yarn, all kinds of stuff. I got a toned tan sketchbook for $5. Yeah, I could make scarves, except it's never cold enough for a scarf really here. And I got these in case I make some dressy dresses that need a hook and eye closure because they have rhinestone in them. And I thought that would be so pretty. So I put those to add to my
It's All About
collection.
Fabrics. They have these great big shopping carts. And it makes you look like you're a little child pushing around the shopping cart.
We used one of the smaller carts, though.
They got some there.
They were even bigger. We should have took some pictures of the really big ones. Scott has pictures. Well, I also got some fat quarters. I picked up this one, and then to go with it, this one with the green. I thought those two went together. And I could do a piece, a quilted piece, and make a bag or something out of that. And then I got these two. These were $2 a piece. They said they were fat quarters, but I swear they feel like they're.
I wonder if they'll be able to see that.
Well, that's still a pretty big cart. He took a picture of me. There we go. But the carts that are bigger than that come up to about my chest.
Or, as we say in South, buggies.
Buggies.
Get your
That's
buggy.
what we call them here. I'm going to open this up because
I think that's so amusing. The different regions have a different name for the shopping cart. I guess some
Hey,
people
Dad.
call it a trolley or
trolley.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just think
Cart.
that's cool. Cart.
Oh, I think it is a fat quarter. These were $2 a piece, and there was a big bin. Should have stood there and picked up some more fat quarters, because these are awesome to add to my quilt fabric collection that lives under our bed. So I need to get busy and get back to doing some quilts. I'm going to have, because we don't have a table in the kitchen, we have a little corner in the kitchen where a kitchen table is supposed to go. I think that's where I could set up my hand quilting frames that we picked up. I could set it up in that corner and sit there and stitch sometimes. So anyway, these were really nice. And that is all we picked up. I don't think I took any pictures, but Scott took some other pictures. You got any other pictures you want me to share? And then I did a live from All About Fabrics. They're in Williamston, South Carolina. They are only open 3 days a week, but you can also shop with them online at allaboutfabrics.com. So if you're looking for a source for quilting fabric, decor fabric, sewing fabric, they do everything there. Yeah. Scott took a picture of my rear end.
No, was that you?
Oh. Yeah, that's me. That's Mr. Mustard right there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So big old rolls of fabric.
You can see way back in the back there. It's just rack after rack of fabric.
And there's some more fabric.
Thousands of different rolls of fabric.
It's a huge warehouse, you guys. Some more fabrics. And they have people in there that says I work for fabric. But we did visit the Remnants fabric. You can also get like 1 yard pre-cuts in the cotton fabric. This along the wall over there is the bins you dig through, and you can get quilter scraps. But it was mostly all bird themed, and I wasn't interested.
And I walked around chatting with people. I just had a big time.
He did.
I saw some ladies had some interesting stuff in their carts. I was like, what you gonna do with that?
These are the pre-folded on the shelves. It's pre-folded, and you buy it by the pound.
Buy it by the pound.
Oh, that's when I was digging through the wool bin. $10 a pound for wool. There, he's got me grinning. And you can see they have special occasion fabrics like satin and that kind of stuff, velvet, silk.
Well, all that'll upload to Google Photos, so you can pull those down.
Yeah, I could share them.
Share them if you want to.
Yes, Deb, this is my husband, Scott. And I drove his car today for the first time on the highway. We've had it since last May.
So what's your assessment of the highway handling?
Well, it would take some getting used to. If you get too close to the edge, the car flashes in front of you on the screen, the car, and it gives you an orange line like you are too far over. And Scott says if you don't adjust when you see that, the car will just jerk itself back to the center of the lane.
It'll vibrate the steering wheel, and then if you keep going, it'll jerk you back.
And if you've got cruise control on and you come up and you're getting kind of close to someone, the car will slow itself down. So you can't just run into anybody. So yeah, these newfangled cars, I feel like an old fuddy-duddy.
Yeah, I like the way it handles. It's like it's on rails.
It's a little sporty thing. It doesn't take much. And we don't even have the super duper engine.
Yeah, it doesn't have the turbo on it. It still goes good.
So I think we did pretty good today. I got 2. This one's a brand new dress. And like Scott said, I'll stand up. Scott says I will probably have to shorten this one because it's like, oh, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. It could drape down low, and you could come downstairs, and we could play some Ellie Mae music.
I don't have a staircase, but I think it might be all right.
What's up, buddy?
And I still think it's funny that we didn't realize when we were looking at it that those are birds. That is funny. And then this dress, I think we just had a big amount of fun. And this just looks like one I could sit and craft in and be really comfy. And it's purple. Purple's one of my favorites. And the cats have missed us. Can you tell? Hi, Howie. So we had fun. I got a little bit more fabric to add to my stash or hoard. Hi, baby. I know.
Howard, somebody told me they thought you cats were spoiled. What do you think?
He'll start drooling here in a minute.
I know. He's the biggest baby.
Oh, if it thunders or if there's fog outside. This one, he hates fog. Hates it.
He's our advanced early warning feline
Storm.
weather storm tracker.
At the first boom, the one that we don't even hear, he's heading for under the couch.
Yeah, his head will pop up and those ears will go.
Come here.
And then it'll be another crack of thunder and he disappears.
All right. Is this what you want?
He says, I got to get in the bunker.
Scratch you. He's like, oh, now you're talking. Oh, I love you. I missed you too. They think you're spoiled. You're not.
It was nice getting out in the countryside and just seeing some different things, different landscape.
Yeah.
I like those rolling hills in that part of the state.
Yeah, we went upstate and got to be in the mountains again a little bit, kind of foothills.
Yeah, foothills.
And what else?
Red clay.
Lots of dead skunks. PU. Upstate South Carolina they should be known for the skunky perfume.
Yeah.
Lots of dead, what I was calling wild kitties. Black and white wild kitties. And then I asked Scott, I said, well, is it like mating season or something? Is that why there's so many dead? So, very
I ran over one in Greenville in that Buick, and that car stunk for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. It says stink bug came in with you when Dad opened the door. It's right there. You want to get it? Get it.
I got a plan for that stink.
He's got his own plan. There's a fly swatter, which Howard will take off.
I'm going to get a
Tissue?
napkin and I'm going to put him down the toilet.
Polecats. Yes, Deb, polecats. So what else did we do? I think that's it. We went several Goodwills. A couple of the Goodwills were just awful. They were just picked over and trashed out. It didn't look like anybody had come through and cleaned up anything for like weeks. They look so old, like ancient. Oh, PU.
It didn't go off yet.
Didn't go off yet? You gonna take him over there and squish him?
He's going to go on the toilet.
Well, then we got it in our head we needed donuts. So we were coming back into town, and not far from our house is a Krispy Kreme. And the hot donut light was on, and there was a line around the building. And so we parked in one of the very few parking spots left and went in, and the line came out from the counter and went back to this other door. So we got in line and we waited, and we were sitting there thinking, what flavors do we want? And then we finally just said, forget it. We'll just get a dozen hot glazed donuts because We get up toward the counter, and one of the managers was saying, "We're sorry, we're short on the specialty donuts because one of the machines broke down last night." So they only had like 4 of the special donuts, like the filled donuts. They didn't have any lemon. They didn't have any none of the filled donuts were there. So we got that dozen and came home and made coffee. We had planned to stop and just have a couple donuts and have a cup of coffee and just sit there and chat and maybe talk with some people that were coming in. But it was madness in there, and there would be no relaxing, just having a few moments after being on the road all day. So we said, we'll just go home. Scott said, I'll make coffee when we get there. So that's what we did.
Gas was cheaper up there. I think the cheapest I saw it was $2.57.
Oh, you saw it at $2.57. I saw $2.63.
I saw $2.63 in a lot of places. So.
Ann says nothing smells better. There was sugar bits all over the floor where they'd just been pulling donuts off the conveyor as fast as they could, and nobody had time to go through and clean up the floors yet. So
well, the hot light was on.
Yeah, I know. That's why I told them. I said the hot light was on. We should have known.
Oh, when those donuts are hot, it's like they just melt in your mouth. You can eat 3 or 4 of them on the way home.
Yeah, but we were good. We waited to get home before we ate 2 or 3 of them. And then my stomach got real bad.
One time I got some when Greg was little and he was in the car. He said something about me eating those donuts. I said, hush, son, Daddy driving.
But I don't know if we'll do another adventure for a while because, like I was saying, Scott needs to study for teaching this class. Yep. And I'm going to just keep plugging away at getting my stuff back in this room. I don't know when we'll get the desk moved in here, but I can work on some things a little at a bit. And I guess that's about all we have to share.
That's it.
So I guess we'll see you next time. Ann says she paid $3.07 for gas today. That's not too bad. I mean, I remember
it's been worse.
Yeah. So
all right.
I'll see you guys later. Bye.